Hello everybody, and today we will be looking at Age of the Primes Brawl. This will be the third episode in my Age of the Primes Bruticus series. Feel free to check out my Blast Off and Vortex videos. Okay, on to the figure. Just so you know, this is how I keep the cannons, but we'll get into accessories later. But get out of shot. Base figure. This is probably one of my favorite. This is probably my favorite of the Combaticons so far. I just kind of like how blocky it is, and its joints are all nice and tight. And like I said, I keep the cannons on his back like that, and it makes him kind of look like Coyote Tango from Pacific Rim with like the two giant shoulder cannons. So I think that's kind of cool. Let's start off with articulation at the head. He can move that much side to side, can look up about a very little bit, and can look down a very little bit. His arms can go out that far. He kind of has a butterfly joint. Yeah, he has a butterfly joint, sort of. His arms can go all the way around on a nice tight joint. His elbows, got a bicep swivel elbows. He has like 90 degrees, no wrists. He has 360 on hip joint, hip swivel, yeah. His legs can go a little bit over 90 forward and that far back. If you shift up his backpack, he can go further, his turret, but that's another thing. He can go that far out, thigh swivel, about 90 degrees at the knee, and ankle tilt. Okay, accessories. He comes with a tiny little handgun that I can give to him, and he also comes with these two turrets for vehicle mode. You can, if you go to the back, there's these tabs. The two ways I saw in the box is that you can have them like plugged in like this on his back, like a trident, but I think that looks kind of goofy, too far spread out. Even though I like the one cannon, I'd just keep it off to the side like that. But in my personal opinion, I like keeping them on these tabs right in the back here, so we can have like Coyote Tango-esque shoulder cannons. And I think that looks really cool. Okay, on to the board of comparisons. Oh, I forgot to mention, if you like unplug this, you can kind of get a toe joint sort of thing. Okay, back to board comparisons. Alright, here we have Brawl with my Age of the Primes Vortex. You can see he's like a good, like, his Vortex head just kind of meets his shoulder, so he's like a head taller. You have Age of the Primes Blast Off. Looks like that. This is a nice shade of olive green that I like. Here is him next to my Legacy Shadow Striker, yeah. He's a good deal taller. And here is him next to my incomplete Energon Rodmus. Okay, now on to transformation. Okay. To start off, you're going to want to take off all his accessories for right now. To start off, you want to make sure his arms are straight, that they're aligned like that. Then you can bring them out, unfold this bit, and unfold this bit of tread, and fold his arms forward, and do the same on the other side, like that. I think that's right, yeah. Okay, then you are going to want to open up his chest and just like bring this forward and like pop that back down for right now. That's all for the torso at this moment. We come to the legs. You untab this. There's a tab at the foot right there and right there. So you bring this out. See his tread? You unfold that and do the same on the other side. Like that. Then you can like plug the legs together right at that joint and at the feet. Gotta clip them back in at the feet. Straighten that out. Flip this around. Okay, you want to rotate the turret. Then you slide these up. There's pegs. There's peg holes right there and there. They're going to slot into that peg and that peg. So you want to bring that up and just like lift it out a tad and plug those in. Do the same on the other side. Then you can lift this up a tad, bring down the feet, and those will kind of slot in right there. Bring this back. You want to take the arms and hinge them forward on this joint so they're like that. There's a couple pegs in the arms that will go right into there, and also like there's this nub that you want to get underneath that panel like that. Then you want to snap the tread back in and do the same thing on the other side, like so, if it would work. Oh my goodness, give me a moment. Like, why won't you work? You just worked like 5 minutes ago. Snap. Why won't you work? You snap that in like that and tab the tread in. Make sure everything's nice and tight, and there you go. And for accessories, you can take the gun. There's this slot right there. There's this tab on the bottom of the gun that you can just plug in there. Then you take these big cannons and plug them in the back in these slots. And it has like the back cannons like in the G1 toy. Okay, that's his vehicle mode. It's nice. Articulation, the cannons up here are the same. You can move this all the way around, kind of move it up a bit and down. This can go up, down, and stuff. The treads have wheels, so that spin, that can roll. It's not the best. I can't roll them on my bed very well. But that is that, and on to vehicle size comparison. Alright, here we are with the board of size comparisons. Here is Brawl next to Age of the Primes. Blast Off, Age of the Primes Vortex. You can spin that, that's fun. Legacy Shadow Striker. And my incomplete Energon Rodmus. Okay. Now let's do combine mode, because this one's a bit more complicated than the arm guys. Kind of had to do some stuff. You're going to have to take this off and just like put this aside. These are supposed to tab onto the back of Onslaught's Birdca's legs. This gun, you're going to want to plug it into this hole. So it's like that. And you're going to want to untab the arms, bring them out, bring that back down, bring this out, bring it back down. This is probably a bit easier to go from robot into combined mode, but I'm lazy and I didn't want to retransform this back into robot mode and to just go back and just go into combined mode. So you're going to want to recollapse the treads and sort of tab the legs together right like that. Going to want to undo that. Actually, before you do that, bend the knees 90 degrees, like where there's the second loop. Bring this down. You see these tabs and the tabs in his butt. You just kind of shift this up and plug those in like that. Gonna want to bring this down. Rotate the hips, legs, whatever. I don't remember. You see these little panels? You gotta get like a nail or something down and bring those up like that. You want to shift up the tank turret like that. There's going to be like this little thing that keeps it in place now, so you can't really rotate it after that. You want to bring this in. There's a hole there and these form a tab. Push that in and these will lock it in place like that. You want to rotate the arms like that. Rotate the lower arms and bend them 90 degrees. Do the same on the other side like that, and rotate that and bring that down. And then that would be the combined mode. This would be the foot. This would like slot into the whole like skinny leg Bruticus skeleton bit, and it has the ankle joint. And has an ankle swivel. I don't know if the ankle swivel is going to be usable in the Birdkiss mode, though. And then these would just, like, pop on the back of the shin. Okay, that will be all. Thank you for watching. Please check out my playlist of my Age of the Primes Birdkiss thing. And thank you for watching. See you next time, and goodbye.